Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show. You may have seen her in Morocco, New York City, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the background singers for Mickey Howard and the late, great Gerald Levert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the spectacular, Miss Coco McMillan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show, where we make it happen. I am so excited that you decided to join me today. This is the Coco McMillan Show, where we bring some amazing flavor to the virtual talk show circuit, featuring our national and our local recording artists, musicians, business owners, social media gurus, physical and mental health awareness. This show is designed just for you. The show allows you to come on and talk about your goals and your challenges, your product, new opportunities, as well as awareness. So we have designed it just for you. We want you to come and bring your experience to the show, your knowledge to the show. We believe in sharing that. We believe in promoting your journey in life because millions of souls could be blessed just by your testimony. So if you want to be a part of the Coco McMillan Show, please reach out to me at Coco McMillan Music at gmail.com or any of the social media platforms. You can reach me. I am here for you because this is where we make it happen. We have been having some amazing guests on the show this year. So I'm just so excited what God is doing, and thank you for being a part of the success, making it happen. Those of you out there that you're watching right now, go ahead and put in the chat. I see Carolyn Harris out there. Carolyn, what's up? I see Joe. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I need to know if New York City is in the house. Hey, TT. Thank you, sweetheart. I need to know if New York City is in the house. New York, you have to be in the house. We got your boy on here tonight, and we're going to chop it up. It's going to be lit, all right? So, Raven, what's up, Raven? Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to Raven for doing so much work behind the scenes for this show. So, I just love her to death. Thank you, Raven. Listen, we are going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and put in the chat where you're watching from, all that good stuff. We're going to try to give you a shout out, but I have a special guest here tonight. I want to go ahead and bring him on. He is an amazing rap artist, hip hop artist. He's a songwriter, doing a lot of things there in New York City. He's a native of Brooklyn and Queens, New York. He has reached over 500,000 streams. He's doing, you can see his stuff on YouTube. He's doing the tours. He's appeared on some of the top-notch hip-hop stages. So I am just so honored that he took the time out today to come and chop it up with us. He's going to tell you everything that he's doing right now. But before I bring him on, I want to play just a little clip for you. Check this out.
What it do, good people? It's your man Cash Sinatra here. We at Brooklyn Monarch. And here's a few reasons why you should be at Wings in the Trap on September 13th. And this is where we gonna have our vendor village. It's gonna be tats, little flour if you wanna get right, some grills. It's gonna be a lot going on out here. Be sure you stop by the kitchen. Exclusive wing flavors, sponsored by Mike's Hot Honey and Twisted Tea. Also, first 100 people, get yourself a Twisted Tea. Last but not least, you never know who's gonna hit the stage at the Trap. So pull up September 13th, get your tickets, or be a...
Yes, please help me welcome my guest this evening, Mr. Cash Sinatra.
Thank you. Yo, what's up? Thank you for having me, Coco. How you feeling?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for taking this time. I know that you have a lot that's going on tonight, but listen, for all my viewers out there, can you just tell them? I know you were a Queen and Brooklyn native, but can you just tell us a little bit about you growing up in New York City?
Sure, absolutely. So it started in Brooklyn, East New York. A lot of people know about that neighborhood. It's not the greatest neighborhood. It's a lot more gentrified now. But that's where I actually got my first experiences with music. Just being outside, a kid playing on the streets, just like every kid in the 90s, early 2000s. Yeah. And I met a guy producing. His name was JT. He ended up actually giving me the name Cash. And a lot of my musical roots and where I started was really on that block in East New York. And when I started high school, I moved to Queens. That's where I kind of found my style, fashion wise, and even just being who I am, my personality. I kind of got that from Queens, but I feel like from Brooklyn, I kind of got like my mind state and like that grittiness. You know what I'm saying? And just a little chip on my shoulder from Brooklyn, but Queens added the smoothness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I love it. So he gave you the name Cash or Sinatra. That is so. Oh my God, it just kind of stand out. I love that. So
Thank you.
you just kind of took it and just because it's in your music, it's so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Exactly. He gave me the name Cash because I was always a hustler, and growing up, I always rock with Frank Sinatra through the family and all that. So I put the two together. You know what I'm saying?
oh my God, one of my favorites, Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my way. So Cash, you have it in your way. I love it. I love it. So listen, tonight, I know we're not going to keep you long because you have so much. Tonight is a special night for
Yes.
you. You
Yes.
have a live performance. So tell our listeners there that's based in New York City,
Yes.
what you have planned this evening.
Yeah, so this evening, from 10 to 11 o'clock, I actually have about a 45-minute set, which is the longest set I've ever done with my band, and it's in Bushwick, Brooklyn. And the
Bushwick,
premise,
all right.
yes, indeed. The premise of this show, we really started it because I'm working on an album, and the album was going to drop next week, but we're working on things. So we're gonna give a new date, but this show was to introduce the new music. I have a single dropping tomorrow. We're gonna premiere the video at the show. We're gonna play that early. Everybody's gonna get to see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be on streaming for people that are not in New York. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're
Yeah.
not around, you can see it too. So it's really just to promote the new music, and I'm on a new label now. It's called Star Island Records. So it's to promote my new label situation and my new album situation.
Are you guys going to have food there tonight?
I think they serve food. We don't have food per se, but I think the venue serves food.
Okay. Because you said something, on your page, it's like rap and recipes. Tell
Yes.
us about that.
So yeah, that's funny. So everybody's on TikTok and all that these days.
Right.
So I came up with the plan. I'm like, how can I attach my music to TikTok and make it TikTok digestible?
Yeah.
So I realized the cooking and the recipes was a thing, and I tend to do that on my own because growing up I was under my mom, just learning everything she was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was helping her out with everything. So these days I really be cooking. Like the other day I made homemade General Tso. You know what I mean? You go to your Chinese,
Ooh.
you go to your Chinese restaurant, you get that. I made that in the crib. So I really got into cooking, and I brought it together with the music, and I really was driving the TikTok traffic with the rap and recipes. So that's where that came from.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you know how hard it is to find some good General Tso chicken? Okay. Oh my God, I
Yes,
would
I already
love.
know.
So listen, you have so many people that follow you, over 500,000 streamers. How does that make you feel?
It's honestly it's surreal. I remember when I saw the streams actively in my app, like on Spotify, and I was like, "What is going on?" Because like I dropped some music, and then it just started to skyrocket out of nowhere. It made it into the algorithm, and it just started to roll over. You know what I'm saying? Till this day, it's still like it's still unbelievable because with the streaming thing, you can't see the people that are listening to you.
Right.
I don't know who's listening to me, so it just feels surreal. But it's amazing. It's a blessing at the same time.
Oh my God. And just inspiring so many, young people and young, rappers, in the hip hop that want to do the same thing. What would you say to them right now? Because, knowing how you got started, did you have any challenges, when you started, Cash?
Of course. But the challenges were always exterior. You know what I'm saying? There was always exterior challenges. It was never within me. Like I
Yeah.
always knew how what I knew. I always knew what I wanted to do, and I knew my worth and all of that. But the challenges came from other people, family, friends. Doubting me and things of that nature. And my anxiety is a little crazy. So once somebody puts something on me or you put something in the air, I kind of double it, triple it down. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of exterior challenges, but I eliminated a lot of those. And what I would tell to other people is you really gotta block out sometimes people that you love,
Yeah.
or you might even have to be disciplined to the point where you have to get rid of things you love. Not even being people, you know what I'm saying? So to somebody coming up that's on the grind, I would really say know yourself, know who you are, and really you gotta block out the noise and understand your path.
Yeah, I'm definitely blocking out the noise because
Yeah,
I see, a lot of times, in the industry, it can really distract you and get you off track, or
absolutely.
you want to get up, or you just don't want to do it anymore. You got so much talent, but you let all the naysayers and all the negative kind of drain you out. So that was a good word there for the young folks. One
Yes.
other thing I found that was very interesting in you. Now, do you
Mhm.
play chess?
That's funny. In elementary and middle school, I was in chess club, like the international joint. But I don't play chess anymore. But I still have all the fundamentals, and I can curse on here before I say what I want to say real quick. No, all
If you
right.
don't mind not.
Well, I'll bust a couple people up in chess. I see that.
Thank you so much for respecting that. I appreciate that. And all the viewers too. I appreciate that. Because I saw that, if you were saying that some of the kids, if they want to learn how to play chess, or you have part-time that you would help them out. So I thought that was very interesting. So that's cool, because a lot of kids don't know how to play chess. I mean, especially coming up in New York City.
That's funny. So I'm actually in my real life. Well, outside of music, I'm a director in after school, and I work with a lot of kids. And we have a chess program, and I do teach chess. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. That's probably where you saw that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. Because each one teach one. You want to see people get better and all that stuff. So check this out: the single that's coming out tomorrow. I cannot believe this is so. I am so happy that I got a chance to talk to you before all this go down. Like tonight, the show is going down. Tomorrow, the single is coming out. So, what's the name of the single, and what inspired you, and where can we find it?
So it's a classic, LL Cool J. You familiar with LL Cool J, right?
Of course, I'm old school.
So we did over Lounging. Who do you love? Who do you love?
Yeah.
Are you for sure? Yes. So I have a feature on it called. Her name is Dina Dean. She's actually going to join me on the show tonight. Okay. And that's the single. We redid Lounging. And of course, this is everybody does samples and things of that nature. But how this came about is I actually did a freestyle on LL Cool J's beat, and I remember I recorded it and I let a few people hear it. It's like, yo, turn this into a song. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna put out like a verse, and I was gonna leave it at that. And it was like, nah, you gotta make this a song. So I was like, you know what? I listen to the people when I want to. So I made it a song.
When I want to.
Absolutely. Hold on, I can't hear you.
Okay, so where can we find it? Where can we find the music? Is it going to be Apple Music? It's going to be
everywhere. The video is going to be on YouTube. The music is going to be on YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, wherever you listen to your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, y'all listening out there. We need to make this go viral as well. I want you to support Cash Sinatra. I mean, the name itself, that you should go ahead and click it and buy it. All that, the name itself. I mean, so.
Thank you.
Who are some of your? I know you said Frank Sinatra is one of your. Yeah. Who are some of your idols, the ones you look up to that inspire you, in the rap industry? And do you R&B as well?
Yes. So young in my younger years, I would say Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas, John B in the R&B world, Carl Thomas in the R&B world, Faith Evans. And I would say growing up now, more so Nipsey Hussle, Fabulous. I even have some basketball players that I really like. I really look up to Dwayne Wade, just his personality and the guy he is, and his business acumen. And I don't know if I mentioned Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is just like the overall as far as rap and business and all of that. Like he's like the main one where I look after, like, yo, that guy. He's something different, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm glad you said that, because how do you like maintain? So you have your rap, but business is it's all 99% business. So how do you manage that? I mean, and saying to the younger crew out there, like, you need to handle your business. You can rap, but your business is important. What would you tell them?
So with the business, you need a team.
Yeah.
You definitely need a team. That's first off. You cannot do it by yourself. A lot of people like to say, yo, I'm going to do this by myself. You can, but you're going to hit a roadblock eventually. You know what I'm saying? Right. So first and foremost, you got to have a team and people that you trust. People that you trust and people that you know your talent. Because somebody might trust you, but they don't understand your talent. And if they don't understand your talent, they don't know the rooms and stuff that you might belong in. So I would say as far as the business, you really gotta lock in with a solid team, to be honest, and look outwardly. You only got but so many answers, and other people, you can bounce off of other people, and y'all make it all come full circle.
Right. And then that you said that, integrity.
Yes.
Integrity. I know integrity is important to you as an artist.
Yes.
So, how do you maintain that as an artist? You know, it was something that you said that I absolutely love. It says,
Mm.
satisfy the soul, not the flesh. Oh my God,
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
integrity, how important it is to you as an
It's
artist?
super important. So as far as the music goes, the way I keep integrity is the content, the content, the amount of heart and soul that I put into the content, and the words that I put into the content, being intentional on the words that I'm using,
Yeah,
understanding that my voice travels, your voice travels, all of our
yeah,
voices travel, and people
yeah.
are gonna hear this, whether they're younger than you, older than you, and understanding that it helps me keep a certain standard to my quality of my work. So I would
Wow.
say that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good right there. Oh, I love it. So, do you
Thank
have
you.
any siblings?
I have an older brother. Yes, he's six
You
years
have an
older than
older
me.
brother. All right, all right. So, does he rap or sing in the music business?
Funny enough, he's the one that got me started in my younger years. He was like 18, 19, and I saw him doing his thing, and I would go to the studio with him, and that really inspired me. Right now, he doesn't do music anymore. I kind of took that from him. You know what I'm saying? I got it now, but yeah, he inspired me.
That's oh my goodness, that's awesome. I mean, and you know, I know you're doing your music, you rapping. I mean, I'm sure you're in the studio all the time. You got your shows, your tour, but
Yeah,
your work-life balance. How do you
yeah.
balance everything for day to day? I mean, do you play sports? Do you? I know you cook, but how do you do your work-life balance?
It it's it's tough. I'm still working on the balance aspect of it, to be completely honest, because the music, it really takes up a whole lot of my life, and then you obviously have to live your real life. You got to pay bills. You got to, what I'm saying, life still
Right.
goes on and all of that stuff. So for me, it's really taking time to myself when I need to, and also compartmentalizing the different things, like
Mm.
my thoughts tend to run rampant. I mentioned anxiety. I have crazy anxiety. My thoughts tend to run rampant, so I have a lot of notepads. You go in my room, I have like 4 different notepads. I got 3 different notebooks, so I'm always writing, I'm always putting things down, putting them where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? Compartmentalizing things, and just understanding when you need a break.
Wow, you said something key there, which a lot of artists suffer from, and that is anxiety. Because we're always thinking it takes so long for me, I know, to go to sleep at night because my mind is racing, racing. I'm already into next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already into, and so trying to put all the things together, all the thoughts together, trying to make sure everything is together. Now, for tonight. I know your mind is racing. How do you feel? I mean, I know you got 100 things going on. When will you? Because what time does the show start tonight?
It starts at 10
Wow.
p.m.
So when will you just kind of take a break and get into the room by yourself and just relax and get your thoughts and stuff together?
To be completely honest, right after I come off of this is gonna be my break.
Okay.
I woke up early this morning, and I started my morning with listening to different songs and different things I'm gonna do. Then I had to make some runs outside. And I literally just came back inside to come do this. And I'm actually doing laundry right now because I need a t-shirt for my show, and I got a specific t-shirt, so I went to wash the t-shirt. So I wait. I got that
This
in the
is real
laundry right
talk,
now.
y'all. This is real talk.
I'm giving it to you plain right. So I'm right after this. I'm gonna take a break, and I gotta be there at 9 o'clock. I want to take at least like a 45-minute nap or so,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go there. But also, what I do right before I get on, say I get on at 10 o'clock, at about 9:50, 9:55. I don't really tell people this. I don't know if they know this either, but like you might catch me in the corner of the room with my head down, just in silence, saying a prayer, meditating, setting my intentions for the night. So that's also my small break when I get in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. William said you have to have the lucky t-shirt. so, so yeah. You have to have
let's be clear. I got some brand new clothes because every show I got to come up with something brand new. But I got a T-shirt that I also need. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, and listen, every artist have that. You have to have that. Cass, what's up? New York in his house. Listen, we have a lot of New Yorkers that's
What's good,
watching
y'all?
right now. So we want you guys to go out tonight. The show starts at 10 o'clock. Cash Sinatra, can you tell them again the location, all that good
Yes.
stuff, where they can find you?
Yes. So 10 o'clock tonight sharp. Actually pull up at 9:45 because at 10 o'clock I'm gonna be performing. 10 o'clock I start. It's so 219 Central Ave, Bushwick. The spot is called First Live. It is $15. I don't know if the tickets are still available online. The tickets are $15 online. At the door is $20. And also we have a streaming link. If you're not in New York or if you can't make it to the spot, you can watch it online for $11.
Cool. Yeah, that's smart, man. That's smart right there. Oh, yeah. Let me write that down. That's
Absolutely, yes,
smart.
yes.
So, Bushwick, that's near Myrtle Avenue, y'all. So, if you don't know, and I apologize. I said that I'm 2 weeks away because I'm in North Carolina. I'll be there in Brooklyn on the 12th and 13th of October. But I just want to say much love to you, man. Much favor. I know that you got to go. This is going to be.
I hate to bother you. I know he's got to go, but he did not say the name of the website if he knows it for those folks that want to pay $11. Because I heard him mention the website, but I didn't hear a location of the website. And by the way, I also was going to tell you two things really quickly. One, thanks for the real quickly. One thing, thanks for the Dwayne Wade shout out because I'm a fellow Marquette graduate, even though he came much later and all along those lines. And I can relate to the cooking and also the younger person stealing the thunder. Because when I was younger, I have a younger brother that's 7 years younger than me, and I taught him how to cook because I knew how to read. He knew how to cook, so he learned how to cook because of me teaching him how to read. So he stole my cooking thunder. So I can relate to you stealing your older brother's thunder. So I will do that.
Okay.
Fire, I love that.
You can give us the website where they can watch.
Absolutely. So I wish I could say the website, but it is in my Instagram bio. And I did post it on my Facebook page. I posted on my Twitter page. So any of my social medias, if you go to it, it's in my Instagram bio, like I said. If you go there, you can find it, you click it. Any of my social medias is probably the most recent post.
Right. And once so you got the show tonight, the album, the single is coming out tomorrow, and you're doing something September the 13th, aren't you?
So, oh yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm actually, it's a hosting. I'm hosting. Yes, I'm hosting. It's called Wings in the Trap. It's a party. It's like unlimited wings and open bar. They're gonna play my music. Also, my manager Will dropped the link in the chat
for
the stream.
Thank you, Will.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, Will. So yeah, that's the link for the stream tonight. But yes, tomorrow I'm doing Wings in the Trap. That's more of a party vibe. And my birthday is next week. So we part from today on. It's lit. We celebrating. It's lit.
He says, "Come in, y'all. Be careful out there." Look, I'm gonna be like your mother. Be careful out there now.
Got you.
We're definitely gonna be praying for you, man. Much success to you. I love your personality. Shout out to your manager that's on here tonight. That's putting everything in the chat. But I just want to say to you, you're on the right track. We love what you're doing here. Keep doing what you're doing. Inspiring people. Just putting the music out there because you never know who's going to touch. And as I said earlier, each one teach one. You can help somebody else get to their destination. So, but when I do get to New York in a couple of weeks, I'm going to hit you up. I mean, maybe you can come through because we're going to be over there near Myrtle Avenue and all that good stuff. But
absolutely.
Or maybe you can cook that chicken General Tusso for me.
Oh, I've been trying to get some testimonies of people that say my food is fire because it look good, but I need people to say it's good.
Listen, I'll be the Mikey. I'll test it.
Yeah, say that.
But Cash Sinatra, thank you so much. Any final words? Any final shout outs that you want to give?
I was just about to say, absolutely. So first and foremost, shouts to my new label, Star Island Academy. My manager Will in the chat. Shouts to Raven. Shouts to you, Coco McMillan. I appreciate you, and I want to say this is about to be. I'm giving an exclusive. The name of my album / project is Raheem, which is my real name, and that will be dropping maybe the end of this month, maybe the beginning of next month, but it's dropping very soon. And then the show tonight, I'm gonna be doing some songs off of Raheem. So yes.
Raven, hey Raven, just Raven, I want you to put your hand up for me tonight because Raven is going to be there tonight. So I want you to throw your hand up and say, "This is for Coco," because we want to definitely support you. Or as he said, we got the link on there. I need to get online. Hey guys, pay the $11. Let's support Cash Sinatra. All right, let's support his music. All that good stuff. That's right, Terrell, exclusive.
And when you pay that comes to the team. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to the venue. So support Black businesses. You heard?
Come on, say it again. Say it again, Cash.
Support Black businesses, and we doing good out here.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, we will definitely do that. I will be on there tonight to support it as well, and all of my friends and all that stuff. So make sure you, Cass, I want to see you on there tonight as well too. That's another New York city. My girl, she's out there. So listen, thank you again. Thank you so much for coming on, stopping by to take this time to chop it up with me. I appreciate it. Much favor to you tonight. And until then, listen, until we meet again, I said like that. He said, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too, Will. Until we meet again, thank you so much for coming. Take care. Yes,
indeed. Sweetheart. Thank you. Stay blessed. Have a good one.
All right, you too." Woo, that was Cash Sinatra. Oh, I love his personality already. So please make sure that you go out and support him, support the show tonight. You can get on there. As he said earlier, the $11 is going to the team, the Black businesses. So I love that. And, we can support that. That's what it's all about. Let's help each other get to where we need to get to. Can y'all do that for me? So listen, we are going to, I have a couple of nice announcements. Yes, Terrell, it was W. I have a couple of announcements. Just want to say, and while she's on here, thank you to the Rhythm of Joy, the fantastic show that we had this past weekend in Cary, North Carolina. Oh my God, it was W. We had an awesome time. Shout out to Kim Roberts. She spearheaded the event. Chucky Robertson, which was the MD. Brandy Hancock, the MC, the host. It was all of the groups, the choirs that was there, the jazz artists, the dance team. They were absolutely phenomenal. We had about 300 people showed up in Cary, North Carolina at the Art Center to support the local artists that was here. And when I tell you Chucky Robinson is the bomb, Chucky is the bomb. He was the MD over all of the groups. He has his album release that's coming out on October the 12th. So you can go to his page and see all the details. Again, his name is Chucky Robertson, but they really put on an amazing event. A shout out to my background singers, which were called Blended. They was amazing. And Terrell Harris that was there as well. She killed it. She is a 2-time Apollo winner. 18 years old. She is now at Faber State University. I brag about her all the time because she's a part of me. I love what she's doing, and she's so inspirational. And I told her the other night, she said, "You don't know how you inspire me, Coco." I was like, you being here with me at this very moment, backstage before we go on, you helped me. She helped calm my spirit. So I just want to say, I love you, Terrell, and thank you so much for just your encouraging words and your pure heart. Shout out to your mom too, and everybody that came to support me. Oh my God. Thank you guys. All my Cary folks, my family, friends, Kimberly. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Even the Cary and the Go Cary, the Go Raleigh, the bus drivers and the Amtrak people and my customers from Coffee Cafe. So thank you so much for supporting. So again, we have to support our local artists. There is a young lady by the name of Kimberly Michelle Prince that's going to be having her album release celebration on Saturday. That is September the 14th. It's going to be at Christ Family Church here in Cary, North Carolina. This girl is amazing. She's a violinist as well as a singer. So she is going to be releasing we get to she's gonna be releasing the album there, and we just gonna come together and fellowship. So you can get your tickets there at Eventbrite, but it is free. So we just need you to register at Eventbrite. So you can go to her page as well, Kimberly Michelle Prince, and go ahead and get your tickets so you can be there. It starts at 5 p.m. When I tell you the girl is amazing, she is amazing on this violin. So you want to check her out. All right. So a couple things people been asking me, Coco, what do you have coming up? What are you doing? So listen, I'm gonna give you a few dates. I'll put them on my page there so you'll know. But just to all of the people that's here or in some of the areas, September the 27th, I will be at Covenant Life Fellowship. That is in Raleigh, North Carolina, at 7 p.m. September the 29th. I'll give you more details about that, but I will be with Melissa Wade and Peggy Tatum. The event is going to be here in Raleigh. They're doing something special, but I'll give you more details about that. October the 5th, I will be in Norfolk, Virginia. So Norfolk, I'm coming to your city. Regina Hall is going to have her book launch in there. Going to be singing there for that. October the 13th, I will be there in Brooklyn, New York at Greater Rosa Sharon Church, where the pastor is Pastor Gene Johnson. That service starts at 11 a.m. The guest speaker there is going to be Bishop Jonathan Pickens. So all my New York folks, I will be there in the city on the 13th. All right. October the 19th, I will be with Gerald Hinton going back to Norfolk. We're going to be doing the Spirit of Norfolk cruise. So I will be there on October the 19th. October the 26th, Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm coming to your city. I'm going to be doing a birthday celebration there for Pastor Cheryl Perryman. And then, of course, November the 10th is my pastor's anniversary for Mitchell's Grove Baptist Church, Pastor Melvin Jackson. So we'll be celebrating there, and the list goes on and on and on. I'll tell you some other details later, but again, listen, we have to support each other. We have Kim Person, we have Jean Hopkins, Kimberly Michelle, we got Terrell and Harris, we have Samuel Anderson. We have it's just so many, Cynthia Jones. It's just so many people. So let's support each other here for our North Carolina artists. We're going to be doing something very soon. Myself, Kim Person, Michelle, and Marshetta Parker. Also another local artist here from Victoria Praise. Amazing. We're going to be doing something very soon for the North Carolina artists. So we're going to keep you posted with that. All right. So we want you to stay tuned with that. But with all of that said, I do thank you again for supporting the show. Listen, if you want to donate to the show, if you want to sow a seed, if you want to sponsor, you can do so. Please reach out to me. The Cash App there is $the CMS. That's the THECMS. Like the Coco McMillan Show. You can do that, or just reach out to me. You can want to be a sponsor. We can do that. If you want to play your video, you want to play your commercials or announcements, we can certainly do that for you. We just want to be a blessing to the body, to the community, to North Carolina, to all of the supporting areas. We just want to be a blessing. So my other thing is there are some of the flyers that Mark is putting up there. Listen, if you are in the area in Cary, North Carolina, my coffee shop is called Coffee Cafe. That's located in the Amtrak station. That's 211 North Academy Street in Cary. I am there Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. until 10:30, 11 a.m. Please stop by and check it out. Get some coffee, some hot chocolate. If you don't drink coffee and hot chocolate, you can do tea too as well. That's well. We got some travel items, so a lot of things there, and just kind of come and chop it up with me. I would love to see you there. All right. So as I say every week, God is doing some amazing things. Shout out to Wayne Booker, to Mark, the producer of the show, Mark and Wayne, to Kimberly Thompson. Last week we had Gina Law, we had Dr. Juanita Woodson, and we had Dr. Tanya Scott. Listen, Gina left. She said one word, Gina said one word, and it was suddenly. And I just want to piggyback off of that and say suddenly. Okay. If you are looking for God to do something in your life, you looking for, you've been asking God to, about something that you've been praying for, something you've been seeking, you've been searching, you want God to do it suddenly. I received that last week, and I want you to receive it again this week, that God is getting ready to do something for you suddenly. Everything that you've been praying for, everything that you've been requesting, everything that you've been on your knees for, he is going to do it suddenly. And when it happens for you, please don't forget, let's be clear, that is God's doing. Please don't forget where your blessings come from, because he's the one that's working in your favor. Your tears, your crying all night long, your weeping, it only endures for a night. One night. But when joy shows up in the morning, you give God the glory and you give him the praise for everything that he is doing, everything that he has done, because he is the author and the finisher. All right. So suddenly, I speak that to you again in your life. Suddenly, God is going to show up. Suddenly, you're going to start receiving checks in the mail. Suddenly, you're going to start receiving phone calls that you didn't expect. Suddenly, your name is going to show up in someone's room. Suddenly, you're going to be on certain platforms that you never even thought of being on. Suddenly, it's going to happen. Continue to keep God first in everything you do. Continue to show yourself approval. Study the word. Know that God is doing everything, for you. It may not come when you want it, but it's right on time. And as Dr. Juanita Woodson said, he's getting ready to do it again. Again, that word again sticks with me, because he brought you out of a lot of things. He brought you out of darkness, out of sickness. He healed your body. He brought your family together. He put food on your table. He put money in your account. He put gas in your car. Even the little things. He's done it. And he's going to do it again. If he did it before, he will do it again. And you know when it's going to happen? Suddenly. You're not even going to be expecting it. It's just going to happen. So I just encourage you tonight. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about what people think that you should be doing, or think that you have not done. Okay, you focus on what God is preparing for you. The Bible tells us that where your feet will tread, that he will be with you. So get ready to walk in victory. Get ready to walk in abundance, because he's going to be right there with you. And so for all the haters and the naysayers and all the negative, you can tell them, listen, you can stop right there, because I'm kingdom's kid. I'm God's kid. And he has the final say so. He's going to give everything that you need. He's going to supply all of your needs according to his riches and glory. So I say to you, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not going to happen. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not going to happen suddenly, because it is going to happen. All right. So please don't worry. If you're going to pray, don't worry. When you pray, you say, okay, God got this. It's a lot of things that I have on the table right now that I say, okay, you know what, God, I can't, because they know better. When you know better, as my auntie would say, when you know better, you should do better. They know better. And they know what they're doing. But you know what? It's in God's hand now. I'm not going to lose any more sleep about it. I'm not going to shed any tears. I'm not going to waste no time. I'm not going to make any more phone calls. I am going to put it in God's hands. And I am challenging you tonight to do the same thing. Terrellyn, Cass, Jean, everyone that's out there watching tonight, even Cash Sinatra, whatever it is, it's in his hand now, because the battle is not yours. It's the Lord. So they can, you know what? They think they won, because of whatever they did and how they did you. They think they won, but they don't know that God got the last say so. Yeah, they won it for right then, but your victory is forever. You know, when man says no, God says yes, because that's temporary what they doing. But when God does it, he does it for a lifetime. So I'm saying everything that you are getting ready to get, make sure that you thank God for it, because he's the one that's in the blessing business. All right. Can you put an amen in the chat for me? Yes. I don't know where that come from and why, but I know it was meant for somebody out there tonight. Look at Mark. He
It
just
felt like
can't
it was
stay off. He
leading.
got to
I
come
felt like
on.
it was leading everything you were going on. You were going on positively, and I actually had to share something with you. I've shared it on a couple of other shows and everything. I was actually, well, two things. I was joking earlier because last week when your minister ladies said what they said and everything, but I'm still putting that out there into the ethos and everything, because I think that Kamala's going to win, and I think that Tara Lynn and Coco McMillan need to perform at Kamala's inauguration. It'll be the first colored woman that will be inaugurated, but I think that they need to be out there performing and all along those lines. And some other people that you've had on their show, I think they need to be performing as well and everything along those lines. But what I was going to share with you, I think I might have mentioned to you in passing and everything, is that yesterday, Dad had his heart surgery and everything along those lines. And my dad is not the most actively religious person in the world, but I do want to thank those doctors and also the prayers that came from above and everything, because he came out of it quite well. And it is my understanding from his lady love, because my parents are long time divorced and everything, that he is doing well, and they are surprised at how fast his recovery is going and all along those lines, because he is definitely recovering. He's off the ventilator and other things that is usually not that fast that you're off of. So he's doing well, even though it was like a bypass type operation and everything like that. So he's over at Duke and recovering. Hopefully in the next couple of days. But I just wanted to share that with our audience, because I do know that a lot of our audience listens to you and knows me as the producer. But definitely, you know, I'm close to Mom and Dad and the rest of my family as well. But I wanted to share that with you and all along those lines. So I appreciate it, because I know there were some prayer warriors out there. They were sending prayers out and all along those lines. So like I said, Dad's always the most active person and everything, but still it was appreciated, and I'm sure even he appreciates it as well, and definitely knows that how we were there to help and guide what was going on.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Mark. Amen. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. God is still in the blessing business. I mean, even you know, healing the sick, you know, bringing you out of things, you know, and I also want to just say to my friend Tasha that's in Detroit, when her mother was in the hospital, we're going to be praying for her as well. You know, you remember the song Dr. Jesus? Dr. Jesus, he's the one that can make everything all right. So thank you for that testimony, Mark. We appreciate that, because I know that will go a long ways with people, just knowing that God would never fail. He's, you know, he doesn't act when we want him to act, but he acts in his own time. So we just thank God for what he's doing. And if it's anyone that's out there tonight that you're dealing with sickness, or you have a surgery that's on the way, or whatever's going, just know that God is going to be there with you. He's going to go in and set the atmosphere, prepare the doctors, the nurses, and everything. He's going to prepare that for you, and he'll be there with you. And with that said, even with our First Lady of Mitchells Grove Church, we just keep her in prayer as well. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. So we just thank God for what he is doing. So thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You have something else to say?
Everything. The only thing I was going to share with you in that same line is we had a get together for Dad before the surgery and all along those lines. And I do remember that he looked at me and he looked at some of his other folks, including my nephews, his grandkids, and he said that he knows that, you know, we all have a certain limited time that we're here on this earth, but he was confident that the surgery would go well, and it has gone well. But he also wanted us to be aware that it was time now, kind of what you talk about, that if there are things that you are hoping to do, to go ahead and put those plans in action, because you don't know how long you'll have to get those plans accomplished and everything. So that's what he was telling my nephews, that there was a finite time that we are here, because none of us are here forever and everything. So if there are things that we want to conspire together or do together, that we need to figure out ways to get those projects done, because kind of what you
That's right, because you never know when it's the timing. So thank you, Mark. I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'm gonna end the show because I have someone that's texting me now and just saying thank you for. I just want to read this. They say thank you for that word because I was dealing with something and I know now that God is going to handle it. And thank God for Mark's father. Yes, thank God for Mark's father being healed. We thank God for him because, like Mark said, you just never know. And some of the things that you have put in place that you want to do and you've been procrastinating, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and get it done. You just never know. And you don't never know that you're holding up somebody else's blessing because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So you holding up somebody else's because they're in that same path with you. Amen. So listen, God's going to do it. Trust God. I say it every week. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Trust the process. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be good because it's going to be God. All right. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be good because it's God. All right. So trust the process. So thank you again for all the testimonies. Thank you again for Cash Sinatra. Make sure that you support him tonight. The link is there in the chat if you want to watch the show. If you're not there in New York City, again, in order to watch the show, it's $11. But listen, we spend that at Chick-fil-A or at Burger King and all that stuff, in a day. So go ahead, let's support our Black businesses. So until next week, we're going to see you. We're going to leave you tonight with one of our other local artists, Gene Hopkins, okay? His song is I Can Make It With Jesus, and I am here to tell you that you can make it with Jesus. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you again. Thank you, Cash Sinatra. We love you here. God bless you, everyone. Have a great night.
I can make it with Jesus. Whoa, I can make it with him. He has given us power. Through Jesus we win. Oh yeah. I can make it with Jesus. Make it with him. He's given us. He has given us power. So much power. With Jesus we win. We win. Up all night, it seems all I do is fight. I need some peace. And your word reads that the victory belongs to me. If I tell the truth, there were times when I needed God to prove. Then I realized it came as no surprise. He will come through. That's what he'll do. Ooh.